All right, good morning. Sorry about that. The
Good
camera
morning.
decides to reset itself every time I shut the computer off, so
Mm,
Bud was cut out of frame. That's lovely.
Nobody needs to see Bud anyway.
No,
I guess not. I mean,
No.
depending on who you are, how
I'd
you want to
I'd
be.
I'd rather be heard than be seen.
Same. Like that ghost. Like I was giving their opinion. Who is that? Oh,
The
it's like
ghost that never lies, but only you can understand it.
yeah.
Don't look at me, you
Wait, what? Is that from
Peter
something?
Griffin.
Oh.
He's trying to get out of trouble. He's like, ghosts that never lie.
It's funny. I don't remember that episode. I'll have to watch it again.
And he's like, but I'm the only one that can see or understand him. So you're going to have to trust
Oh,
me.
that's right. I vaguely
goes,
remember that.
Do you know who was responsible for this crime? And he goes, don't point at me, you jackass.
I do remember that now.
Yeah, I figured you.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
I don't remember what
recently
he
watched
did.
it. Okay, there it is.
I don't
Okay.
remember what he
So
did,
if
but
you chat only.
it's
So
funny.
I'm in the stream, but I'm chatting.
Chat, chit chat.
Okay. So today we're talking about I don't know our list.
We had on the game on those like the Riot game walkouts, and then the Minecraft. I'm gonna call it Minecraft Go
Yeah.
That sounds
with a
good.
question mark.
I guess I should cue it up.
The Minecraft Mobile is what I titled it as, Minecraft Mobile. I think if they name it Minecraft Go, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I don't think.
I don't think they will either, but it'd be funny.
They should call it a go-go.
A go.
A
And
go-go.
then other than other random gaming news, if we have any, it's gonna be we're gonna talk about like board games, card games, and like couch co-op games, as it feels like people are leaning more towards those again. At least indie developers are, I know, a lot.
Are they? I couldn't tell.
A lot of indie games that we've bought recently are all couch co-ops.
Yeah.
Maybe. But they're all old indie games.
No, they're not
that
that old.
existed for a little while.
Well, there's that other one. We'll talk about when we get there.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's
you
not
guys can
discuss
start
it
with
now.
the Riot games thing. I've been following it. It just frustrates.
I mean, it is a frustrating topic, but it's still something that's
Probably for the opposite reasons that you think.
why.
Not you. I'm
Oh.
referring to people watching.
Oh.
Well,
I'm being facetious.
I don't fully understand why they walked out. Like what
walked out as
initiated it.
So it was because they felt like nothing was getting done about it.
About what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like what?
He doesn't know the core issue.
So the thing was that Riot Games, I guess, to work there, you had to sign an arbitration clause, which means that you can't.
No.
What?
That's not the problem.
No,
That's part of the problem.
That's part of it, though.
Yeah.
That's like the whole.
But the whole reason that it got to this is.
I'm also discussing it for people who don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So, so that's kind of the thing with that's going on. I lost my train of thought with Riot Games is that they had their employees sign a mandatory arbitration clause. So if you had some sort of grievance or something happen, you couldn't. It was like, at least where I work, it goes to like a jury of peers rather than like to a court.
It doesn't go to a jury of peers. They hire an arbitrator.
At where I work, there's like one where you can request a jury of peers, like so people who know the situation.
Yes, but you still need an arbitrator.
Oh yeah.
You have to have a legal arbitrator.
Okay.
So it's a whole thing.
So all that was signed and everything. But...
Yeah. So before you start work, they have you sign that kind of clause, and they lay it out. And there's several parts where like, hey, they're like, here's the the legalities of it. You have to sign here. And unfortunately, when you sign that, you do sign away your rights to
take them to
a
class action lawsuit.
Yeah, class
action.
File as a group against the company.
Okay, so there's that point. So why are they upset that they signed it? Did something happen there that they want to sue them for?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what is that?
They said that there's like unfair pay, like there's sexist behavior because like some people aren't getting like the like promotions or like being blocked from moving up in their job.
Okay.
There was a couple other ones too.
Claims of
harassment,
sexual harassment, hostile work environment, men being overtly sexual. The CEO himself, or CEO, dude running the place, the building itself, currently is accused of grabbing other coworkers' balls, farting in their faces, all during the workday.
And all that's covered sexual harassment's covered in the arbitration?
Everything is covered in arbitration.
I don't see how.
Because you literally say, I agree not to sue you.
Yeah.
In lieu of that, we agree.
Wait, so isn't sexual harassment against the law? Or is that more of a society?
Arbitration is still binding. It's still legally binding.
It's still
Okay,
yeah. It's
so
still.
so you could sign away that you could shoot me and sign it, and then he could shoot you, and then well he's breaking the law.
So there's still a way for you to get.
Arbitration brings in a licensed arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
An arbiter is a person who works in the legal profession field.
Yeah.
They will come, and in lieu of court, you have an arbiter come in who is agreed upon by both parties and then paid for by Riot, and he will decide who is right in the case. Everybody will present their facts and their evidence.
So it's like a jury. It's just not a class action law.
But whatever the arbiter decides as the final outcome is legally binding, as would be a court.
Okay.
And arbiters in arbitration decisions can be challenged in court, just not as a class action.
Okay. So I understand all this. But with the whole sexual harassment part of it,
yes,
that is very straightforward. So that shouldn't be an issue. Like whoever is looking over the situation should be like, "Oh yeah, he's abusing his power."
Yeah, exactly. So they feel like it's not being taken care of, but like kind of like how we were discussing a little bit a while ago. It comes down to the point where things aren't happening fast enough, but it's been like 2 months, and I guess
it has to do with class action lawsuits for most of these arbitration clauses.
Okay.
No, but when I read, like, some girls said it had been 2 months, and that's one reason they were walking out.
Yeah, some of them, but the whole think around this newest one is they had 2 months. Everybody walked out, and they said, we don't want this clause anymore that we signed. Or they were quote-unquote forced to sign. Right? You weren't forced to sign. It was keep your job and sign it, or get another job.
It wasn't even keep your job. It was like, do you want this job? Yes. Well, then you have to sign this arbitration clause.
Well, and it was keep. Because they've been rehashing the company.
Well, that's what
I mean. There's more to this story than is immediately available in this.
That's not really a force, though. That's a company making a decision
to change their policies.
And if you don't,
it sucks.
It sucks. Absolutely.
I feel sorry for somebody having to choose their job over that. But if that's how a company decides to move its business,
you're gonna have to.
And you can challenge that, to be sure. That's fine. But arbitration has to do with weeding out class action lawsuits. Like, for instance, Sony started this crap with the PlayStation Online back in 2006. You can't sue Sony in a class action, particularly after they had that big breakdown of information. Actually, so I would say it started in 2009 when there was a huge leak through the PSN.
Yeah,
you can't sue them anymore because that class action lawsuit cost them a lot of money. The thing is, class action lawsuits are more likely to be seen in a bigger court because it's you versus them. It feels like more equal footing. Whereas an arbitration, faster, it's cheaper, and is generally done at the company requiring the clause expense. You guys get to pick an arbiter, and both of you get to determine if you would agree to that arbiter. In general, there are some crappy ones you can sign. This is why I advise people to read the terms of the end user license agreement, terms of service, privacy policies, because there are some of those contracts that the party that has you sign it picks the arbiter. Seems like a conflict of interest, but there it is. You signed it as an adult. I don't like hearing the argument. Nobody expects you to read those things. No, they don't expect you to read those things. That's why they put crap like that in there. But you should read those things at your own benefit. And anyway, but that's what they don't like it, that they can't take any of these sexual harassment claims, things like that, to a class action lawsuit. And I understand that frustration.
Well, because that's more serious. Like if it was,
I mean, Sony losing millions of credit card numbers, giving out millions of personal details was fairly serious.
I know, but like in this situation, I can understand why they're upset, because they could feel like they were, if this were to happen to a person, they were assaulted. so they want it to be dealt with.
Allegedly assaulted.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. So
Allegedly.
that's where it comes. That's where it becomes a hairy issue, and I
Yes.
understand like it's frustrating to have to wait that long,
Mhm.
but it also comes down to the point of you have to figure out like if it's true or not. Like,
I mean, I think they've been walking out over the past. If I understood it correctly, what I read.
but it looks like a lot of people end up walking out at once too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine if that's how they want to. If that's how they want to show that they don't support it, that's totally fine. But to expect that, it's. I mean, you signed it.
And Riot finally came out and said, we're not changing this policy.
Yeah, like.
And everybody's up in arms about it. Understandably upset. Yes.
Now would be a good time to be a scab. If you're looking for a job, scab it is. You know,
I mean,
just
I don't know.
a scab is someone who takes a job of a walkout.
Oh.
So if you're looking for a job, just go over there.
Unfortunately,
I'm sure.
that's kind of a thing though. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
apparently it's a pretty crappy place to work for, from the sounds of it. Like,
I don't like
total,
their games.
Apparently,
so.
it's total bro culture kind of thing.
That's what I get from what you guys were talking about.
I would just presume that everybody would be in on the broing, but I guess not.
Well, the thing is, you know,
It was probably, like I said, it was. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it escalated. Where
It just kept getting worse.
Yeah, and with a mixed bag of people working there, with the escalation,
It's not as funny.
yeah, it was becoming more uncomfortable for certain people. That's probably I'm envisioning.
I
that.
have to wonder too if the reason it's taking them so long is if people are talking about it, then people are getting in on the story, things change.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it becomes an even hairier situation at that point.
I don't know.
It could.
Like, we don't have, like, there's not enough facts out there to ask, like, why is it taking so long?
Mhm.
Like, what's going on with it?
Well, something I've noticed: the smaller the business, or the smaller the group of people that work in shifts, for instance, the more close knit they tend to be. The weirder the things they say to each other. You notice when somebody crosses into a shift they don't normally work, they're generally the quiet person at first.
Yeah, well, because there's a code of ethic or a code of conduct between.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like these all started out as, like, for lack of a better phrasing, basement dwellers that just ripped ass on each other, slapped each other in the nuts playing squirrel tag, and just stupid crap like this.
Which is fine if you're all in on it.
When the business started growing, they had no sense of professional etiquette. And without anybody curtailing it as they kept getting hired, it just kept being seen as normal to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm saying they had a different mindset going into it, a different way of viewing things. They didn't think it was a problem to squirrel tag each other. I was just thinking about this the other day. Some asshole at Sam's opened up my phone years and years ago, and I had personal information on it.
He opened your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, like
I set it on the table because I was listening to music in my headphones.
I see.
And he just picked it up and started browsing through what was on my screen. I'm like,
what?
And he started making comments about it. I didn't even realize he had my phone until he started making shit. And I'm like,
huh.
Back then, I acted embarrassed, as if I should be embarrassed about the things he was reading through, like the articles I had open and things like that. And then now I'm thinking back, you know what? That dude was invading my privacy.
Yeah.
And then judging me for the things that I was reading.
You could have had your bank statement open.
I could have filed a lawsuit with the company, I'm sure, because he just picked my phone up and started going through with it. You know, there's you say, like, if you're sitting there reading it at work, there's not necessarily an expectation of privacy. I wasn't reading it. I was reading it before I got to work, but I had my music player open on my phone, and I set my phone down. And then this asshole.
He minimized it and, like, went through your other tabs?
Yes.
Wow.
He minimized it and opened up my web browser and started going
I could maybe
shit.
understand if, like, he, like, clicked your screen just to see what you were listening to.
Yeah.
Even that's,
I looked over and he had it in his hand and was thumbing through my
Jesus Christ.
I would
have slapped the holy crap out of him. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's a step over the line, you know?
No, I'm afraid
people... For some reason it came up yesterday. I was thinking about it. I think maybe it had to do with things like this, but I was like, I can see where somebody would grow up thinking that crap's okay, and it's not.
Yeah.
But the company apparently got to be so big so quick, nobody was calling them on this crap.
Yeah.
That also actually goes back to one of the other issues they say, is they have a habit of hiring just men.
Yeah.
Which would seem to go with the suggestion of this bro culture. If you're hiring a bunch of guys that find that this crap is okay and that's all they're doing, as they try to become a more diverse workforce, Some women might be okay with this behavior. Some women might not. Some guys might. I would imagine they were hiring guys that were more along the mindset that they figured this dude will fit in.
Here's my
But
thing.
then when they start diversifying, it becomes a problem because nobody from their mindset's thinking, how might she react?
Well, it kind of sounds like the environment was like a boys' locker room.
Yes.
And the girls were just trying to peek in and.
I don't know about
here's the
peeking.
thing, though.
You know what I mean? Like the girls were coming into the boys' locker room expecting them to change. It's like you're going into their room.
Here's the thing, though, is I'm always weary about those things where they're like, oh, they're hiring more guys. Like, even as a girl, like, I have to come down to the as a woman, like, I honestly come down to the thought of, yes, I do understand that does happen. Like, that is a legit thing that some companies do.
Yeah.
But I always have to second guess it with thinking, were the other people who happened to be men, were they just more qualified for that position? Like, were they just a better fit for that spot in that company?
Yeah.
Like, did they have more, they're like closer like to the skill sets that they needed for that spot?
Yeah, I mean,
and
did they sell themselves?
Yeah, so that becomes a point that
is a good point.
That's the thing, is like, you don't know past that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can say, oh, they didn't hire me because I was a girl, but unless you like have some sort of what?
Turn me down.
Yeah.
Here?
No, 4.
Oh. But yeah, like selling yourself is part of the interviewing
I'm not
process.
good at it.
So that's what I'm saying, though. It's like,
that's why I haven't gotten the job in the lab.
I completely 100% understand and agree that yes, sexist behaviors do happen where you don't get hired, yes, because you are a girl.
Which is
or because
bullshit.
You're a man. Honestly, it can happen either way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's completely bullshit.
It should be on merit.
It should be on merit. It should be on skill. It should be on how you present yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to wonder if some of those cases aren't because of that, but they took it as, oh, they didn't hire me because I'm a certain sex.
Well, I could agree if it was women that were subject to the pool coming, like the potential hiring pool that were coming out, as opposed to women in the company saying that they see no growth.
Aren't most people, like, I hate to say it, but aren't most people in that field male? A lot of them are.
That delves into the whole argument that women don't get into STEM.
What?
Well, it's their choice. So here's
science, technology, I think.
That's the thing is,
engineering and math.
I honestly personally don't. In certain households and certain things like that, I do think that some people are like deterred from doing that. But honestly, like, I don't think anybody's.
I think we're growing out of it.
Yeah, we kind of are, but
we are now. But I don't think your dad would have ever been upset if you said, "Dad, I'm going to be an engineer."
I wanted to know because I wanted to do science when I was little. My parents completely and 100% went with me on that. Like, they got me science kits when I was little. They got me microscopes, huh?
Could have joined me in college and we could have worked on tests together. And said no.
I got bad at it. Like, I wasn't as good as I thought it was.
I doubt that.
Kid science was a lot easier than adult science.
It just takes practice. Everything takes practice.
I think she's got undiagnosed ADD. That's probably what the actual problem was.
What?
Yeah.
One of us.
Right?
One of us.
Welcome to the party.
I don't know. But I really, really liked science, and my dad was totally 100% okay with that. I even, so he works at a pipeline company. And when I was little, I wanted to, after I got off the whole science thing, I was like, oh, I'm going to go work at the pipeline with my dad. I thought that was going to be the coolest thing. I actually drew a picture. He still has it at his office, like framed in a picture. I drew me and him at the pipeline with one of the big containers behind us and like the little blue jumpsuits and the hard hats, and he kept it.
That's pretty cool.
But he never told me, no, you can't work at the pipeline. You're a girl. You can't do that. He's like, what? He's like, you never know. That's what you want to do. He's like, that's what you can do. I was like,
get out there.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Especially nowadays, I don't think there's any shortage of people saying, hey, no, you can't do this. Like, it's not a possibility for you to do this.
I mean, it's kind of.
There are a bunch of people that will tell you that.
So. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though, is you shouldn't, like, why let other people influence you that much?
That becomes the whole idea in a culture view where people are. It depends on where you come from. Some areas of the states are still very. Women can only do this. Men can only do this.
We're talking to the South.
Once you become 18, just move.
Well, not even South. There are just certain move. Areas where that happens. Even in the South, you'll find pockets where people just don't give a crap. I think I think what I tend to see more often than not is when I run into those people, they're the minority in their community.
Yeah.
They may have a big voice, but you know,
They're
the squeaky
outspoken.
wheel gets the oil. They're the one that everybody hears. So because this dude is saying something grating, or chick, whatever, they're going to be heard. Now, if you have somebody that's sitting there next to you and be like, this dumbass, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You do you and go be happy. That's my philosophy. Because honestly, I don't have the time to care about you in that fashion. Now, if we get to be friends,
cared, I'd ask.
I absolutely care
Yeah,
about you. You're awesome.
If I cared, I'd ask.
But in all honesty, I don't give a good goddamn what you do with your life. Go do you. Be happy. As long as you aren't, you know, directly hurting people. I don't care what you do. If it offends me, that's fine. You. Be the best you. That's cool. Because I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to address you. I don't have to be around you. So be you. Be happy. And I find that most people I come around are like that.
Yeah.
Even the people that we disagree with crap, I tend to find are more, you be you, dude. I don't agree with what you're doing, but you do it. I don't know that I want to be friends with you. And I'm kind of like, well, I don't know that I want to be friends with you. Maybe I do. I don't mind having friends with opposing viewpoints that disagree with me.
I have a lot of friends with disagreeing.
I mean, as long as we can be respectful about those disagreements, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But I'm of the live and let live nature. I don't care what you do.
Oh, life's too short, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's what I mean. That this whole Riot game situation can devolve into just ideas about the culture.
Oh yeah.
Who are they bringing in? Where did they come from? What was their background? Did they perceive this as acceptable behavior? Has this behavior been modified, and is it changing? And then you get into these other aspects like the arbitration clause that everybody's currently mad about. I mean, almost every employer has one. In fact, Best Buy has such a binding arbitration clause that even to apply, and I don't mean if they interview you or not, I mean if you submit your application, you are signing a binding arbitration clause that you can't sue them. Now, the funny thing about the scope of this clause is it doesn't define one. So, you potentially could, by applying to Best Buy for a job, you could limit yourself in taking a class action lawsuit, say, should it be a consumer lawsuit. So, if their TVs have been known to have stands that break and fall over and kill kids that are standing in front of the TV, my interpretation, based on an open and just being skeptical, is that arbitration clause that says I can't sue Best Buy at any time, anywhere, for anything, it must be binding arbitration. I can no longer join that lawsuit just because I said I want to work at Best Buy.
There's a lot of companies that are doing that.
Who actually reads the terms of service before you send in an application? Nobody does.
Probably
What's even funnier about arbitration clauses? They apply to kids. I've been looking this up because that's the reason
because several jobs, like almost every job that you apply to now, will have some sort of arbitration clause.
Apply at certain jobs is because, well, I may want to join a class action lawsuit if Walmart pulls some shenanigans that affect me. But if I do this, I mean, technically by its scope, I've agreed to not ever join one, period. Doesn't have to be related to work.
Those end once you quit, right?
No, they are binding and enduring. It says it in the wording. For your life.
So you work there for a year.
Yes.
And then
yes,
something actually happens to you there, and then you can't
do anything later in life. No.
Wow. Okay.
It says it in this contract. I read the thing.
Oh, well, I've never had to sign one, so I'm not familiar.
That's the funny thing is other businesses don't have those contracts available to you. For instance, where I work, I can't find a privacy clause. I can find clauses that protect people that are our clients. Can't find anything that protects our privacy.
Interesting.
Well, I mean that's a whole other thing too. So I mean this conversation can go on for hours if we continue on.
Content.
No, but we're already at 9:00.
But it really could. But I mean that's kind of what I'm getting at. You know, These are contracts that are agreed to by two consenting adults. The argument against it being you have the power over these adults to force them to sign this. Well, love allergies so much. It's still
weather.
an agreement between two adults. And it sucks that you should have to choose your job or do arbitration. And I'm with people on that. I absolutely hate arbitration. That's why I won't apply to certain businesses, because I will not give that up. But unfortunately, that limits my ability to find a job. It makes it harder. It's like playing Pokemon with the Nuzlocke challenge. Once a Pokemon faints, you can't use that bastard anymore. So you are limiting yourself by choosing to opt out of those things. And in some of those people's cases, it really sucks because they've probably been there for years. So now they're being made to choose. Do I continue my life as I know it? Or do I completely throw everything up in the air and see where it falls? Unfortunately, because we are adults, we must make those decisions in life. That's life is always going to do those things to us. That's anything that fair. I've learned growing up.
Life isn't fair.
Is that life will always find a way to throw a monkey wrench into my plans just because it can. No rhyme, no reason, just, you know what? Today, both tires on the right side of your car are going to go flat. You're going to find out it wasn't a nail, that your wheels are just bent. I think I have a reason for that one, but, you'd think with all the times I've hit a curb. They should have done this a long time ago. But all of a sudden, they just kind of slowly start draining. Now I have to buy a whole set of wheels, or some crackhead hits my window with a rock. Kids are beating on my car with other rocks.
Your car is taken.
That's what I mean. It's like life just finds a way to make things expensive. My gasket head blows up after my grandfather's funeral. Just crap like this.
Yeah, as we're getting ready to hit the road.
You don't expect to have a $10,000 repair bill when you're in the middle of Texas
and be stuck there
on your own.
Yeah, and to be stuck there for another week.
Yeah, while you're waiting because because the dealership that repairs those cars doesn't have the proper tool. They have to have it mailed in from another dealership.
Anyway.
But that's kind of my point. Life will find a way to do a monkey wrench. All you can do is when you're faced with that decision, is weigh out, is this cons. Really where I want to work? If that arbitration clause is such a problem, then what I would say is you really need to look and ask yourself personally, is this a company I'm willing to continue to work for if this is the stuff they're going to continue to pull? All that crap's been brought to light. If they're trying to change it and you can accept that, then proceed forward and sign that, be happy. You should expect that they're going to continue to change. But if you can't believe that, you need to ask yourself truly, deep down, do you want this job? Is it really where you're going to be the best you, happiest you, or should you try again? Sometimes that lottery, that bridge is easier to jump off of and to take, knowing you made a decision in your future that impacts your happiness. Not that somebody else told you. By fighting this arbitration so hard, and you should give it some fight, but at a certain point, you have given them all of the power by taking your choice away. You've made it that I must work here for you. So now they control everything. So in that sense, I say empower yourself and consider those scary decisions that I need to uproot myself and find somewhere better. And God bless and friends bless, be there, family, for all these people that choose to make that decision, because they're probably in for a rough ride.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I wish them the absolute best if they choose that decision. And I hope against everything, they find something better for themselves. Because if you've got that talent and you're worth that money, somebody will find you. Because they're going to want that talent on their side.
Yeah.
It might not be an easy road, but yeah. So, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Allergies. morning stomach,
I know that's early.
foot flavored.
It is not.
White.
It does not taste like foot.
It does now. Try it. Oh my god,
Ew,
I think it's expired.
I don't want to. You tell me my toothpaste tastes like foot.
It's
like,
not
go try
toothpaste.
it.
It's that mouthwash.
Oh. Why'd you use it? I bought you other mouthwash.
I was sitting there. I thought, oh, I'll try this flavor. And when it's foot.
It doesn't taste like foot.
Go try it. I promise you. After the podcast.
You don't use mouthwash for the taste. You use it for its purpose.
Anyway.
So it doesn't really matter.
All right. Well.
Icy mint is not foot.
Yes.
As long as it's cleaning and killing bacteria.
I feel like my mouth has more bacteria.
As long as it's doing its job, does it really matter what it tastes like?
What if it's not doing its job? What if it's adding more bacteria?
Well, my point is, it was one of those white.
If the only mouthwash you could ever use tastes like dicks, wouldn't you use it?
No.
You got.
I mean, it depends.
Well, okay. we know what Bud would use dick flavored mouthwash.
That's all there is.
Is the cap like the tip?
I would find a business opportunity there in making a better flavor.
Do you gotta like rub it before you use it?
Dick flavored mouthwash.
Oh crap!
Next
anyway,
Sports dick flavored mouthwash.
Speaking of dicks,
tastes like my dick.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of dicks, so Minecraft Mobile.
What does that have to do with dicks?
A thing. People are gonna be making dicks in Minecraft
Yeah,
everywhere.
That's
the. Speaking of dicks is like a horrible transition. It's like now we're gonna talk about penises. Okay.
Well, I mean, the little,
you didn't let me finish.
Those little zombie dudes kind of look like dicks.
Like you could even do a better segue where it's like, speaking of dick heads, kind of do some kind of transition.
Okay, well,
and then trolls in Minecraft. I mean.
Okay, well, it's fine. It's too
we
late.
Have Minecraft.
It's already happened. It's already happened.
We have Minecraft Earth.
Oh, it's called Minecraft Earth. That's right.
Yes, we've known.
Well, when I said Minecraft Mobile on the thing, no one corrected me, so
I love it how
I forgot what it was called.
I have to go to like.
I just knew it was a mobile Minecraft game.
A website like The Verge just to
I'm not on board with
this.
So I'm really confused as how this is gonna work.
Why do they embed everything?
I don't know. I don't understand how this is really gonna work. Like I see it's kind of like Pokemon Go, where you it's like the AR reality.
Right, we're gonna watch
but
this trailer.
People are just gonna make dicks everywhere.
We're gonna watch this trailer.
You're gonna have
critique it.
Thousands of mods going around destroying everything that's made like that.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
To critique it so that we don't get some kind of crappy claim when I upload this later to YouTube.
Go.
I'll just talk. I'll just mumble the entire time.
I hate her jacket.
Mumble.
Such an ass.
Mumble. Hey, look, he's carrying a box. Haha, foreshadowing.
Yeah. It's so weird. I don't know. I watched it the other day and that's kind of neat.
Wait. So
it's a dramatization.
She took a picture and then.
No. She put a treehouse down. That is so loud.
But she just clicked and it was there.
So here's the thing.
She actually
pause it real quick. She looks like a crazy person.
Hey, she did Ollie.
Okay, so why am I pausing it? We got 40 seconds left.
I thought we were gonna pause it to critique it while we were going.
No, talk about it as it goes.
Oh, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna get really overcrowded because if you could just drop stuff wherever, it's like like the main areas are just gonna be filled with you're gonna pull up your phone and it's going to literally just be tons of stuff piled on top of each other. You're gonna get it's gonna be like those creative worlds that you get into Minecraft, where everyone's just allowed to build whatever they want wherever they want.
Yes,
and it's just gonna be a huge cluster.
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm more concerned about we had that same crap happen with Pokemon Go privacy aspects. God, I know it's loud in our ears, but I promise you it's not that loud here. That's pretty funny though. The idea being that you can go anywhere and build it anywhere. It's almost like the augmented reality that was with Microsoft Surface. I don't know why it's so damn loud in our ears, yet not very. Man.
So, what do you think?
Not bad.
Not bad is good. Not bad is good.
So they haven't really shown any gameplay. Just people dropping buildings in certain spots.
Yeah.
So I don't.
It's what it seemed like.
It looks very interesting in that like you can go anywhere, build anything.
How are you gonna be able to place things in certain spots though? Like it's gonna.
That's what I'm curious.
gonna be,
If,
like,
you have a little
off-centered.
builder that you build all your stuff and then you put it down, or off-centered is irrelevant.
Are there gonna be like stations where you can drop them, like Poké stops, where you can only put certain things?
That'd be weird because then how did she just claim her house? So her house is the only Pokestop on that block,
I guess so.
or mine stop.
I don't know, because I feel like if you set something down, like if you go and view it, something like if you did it to where it was like supposed to be on top of your house, but you looked at it from a different angle and it's like floating like over the street and stuff, like you didn't angle it right.
Then move it. I'm gonna guess you're gonna be able to do that. Based on the fact that she just dropped it into
What
place.
happens if one little kid decides to like completely fill his entire block with
Dicks.
just blocks?
Let's continue the joke. Yes,
Oh.
they'll do it. I guarantee it.
What about
Well, then, like, how do other people? So you run into the problem that people had in actual Minecraft. How do you make
Griefing?
more space for people coming into the game later?
You don't.
That's stupid.
Well, that's something that's Microsoft's logistics problem to solve. But
It just seems, I don't know. It's a cool idea, but I don't think it's gonna work the way
just
they
imagine
intend.
what's gonna happen with conventions.
I mean, like,
well, thank God we don't stare
Like-
at our phones as we walk.
No,
Oh.
like no. So if this becomes a big thing, like a Comic-Con,
Yeah.
imagine the facilities will just be filled with that shit.
And
I'm just,
I have a feeling you're going to be able to go up and chip away people's creations too.
I know, but
So I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like a lease thing, like you have so
Oh,
much
people-
time that you're there and you have to check in to renew your lease kind of thing.
Hmm.
So like, this is my hill as long as I'm here to claim it.
we should make a troll gang. Just go around and destroy
that's
people's
what I was
works.
thinking. Like you're gonna have so many people in there just griefing or whatever you
Well, that's what I
said.
mean. Like,
Just-
if it
Yeah, there's
works
gonna
on
be
like
total real life griefers. Like,
if it works on a lease-based system of space, then someone can't grief you because that is your claimed space until your timer runs
many
out.
Yeah, but with so many people packed in, you're gonna get like a square.
That's right.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Whoever gets
I'm-
it,
whoever gets there first.
the what?
Here's the thing.
Early bird gets the worm.
They better limit how many spaces you can have at once, otherwise there are gonna be people who are just gonna take up everything.
that's
Oh, that's what
another
I did
thing
in
I
the-
was thinking.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
did that in another augmented reality game. I went around playing, so I owned
Yeah.
half a downtown.
yeah. So we
But
have
this
enough
one's
room.
different. If you can
But-
renew these,
But imagine like in a city where you're gonna have 10 times as many people playing.
yeah.
the only place you can go play is in a back alley.
Exactly. Like you're gonna be like
in
limited.
downtown, where you're gonna get stabbed or shot. I just imagine like catching somebody, like you're going to like
Maybe
renew,
that's the place
like
to go.
you-
It's like,
you
'cause
go
no
into
one else
re-
to go claim your stuff.
you go in to renew your lease, and it's just like it just ran out, and you see this guy sit there tapping on his phone, and you see your little creation chipping away. It's gonna cause fist fights.
Yeah.
Fist fights.
Fist fights.
Fighting a fist.
You're gonna have people LARPing each other.
Right.
Like at conventions. Like, yeah, it's mine.
You might.
It's gonna be intense. I see a lot of bad coming out of this. This will be funny.
You have all these mothers on the
Could be
news.
funny.
I never knew my son was so aggressive. He's always just
God.
sat in his basement and playing
Schools?
games.
That's all they're gonna like.
Yes.
They're gonna ban like you guys can't play Minecraft.
They banned
Earth.
Fortnite.
Good
That's
game.
it.
Jeez. But anyway, so yeah,
What's next?
Minecraft Earth.
Solitaire.
yeah.
No, play
Solitaire.
solitaire.
No, it's Solitaire.
Minecraft Earth seems like an interesting concept. I'm kind of I'm
I'll
curious.
play it.
Oh yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes. I'll at least give it a try. Like I'm not
Yeah.
one to say no, I'm not gonna try it. I'll try it.
Who wouldn't?
I just want to see. I want to see how they're going to handle.
I'm curious to
everything.
see because kids were like I said, kids were bad enough with Pokemon Go going onto people's yards, and then you had adults crossing.
Now you
into
have a
people's yards.
Minecraft, and it's even worse.
Now you have now you got Minecraft. I guarantee you, every parent's gonna put that on their kid's device, like little kids. Now you're gonna have little kids just pissing off to build things or to see that thing and they're holding their phone up. Ooh, look at that in the distance. We're gonna have to go back to putting leashes on kids.
I remember those. I had one when I was little.
Yeah, I
The
could see
little
you being one of the
wristbands.
girl. I could see you being a little kid going, "Ooh, look at that," and wandering off.
No,
Yeah.
I did like to run around like close things. Though. My favorite.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can see you wandering off, getting, "Ooh, look at that."
I was pretty good about staying with.
I'm sure.
They left me at the fountain one time.
That's on the
though,
record.
by accident.
Are you,
I missed that fountain.
Right?
Still there.
It's still there. It's just
Well.
buried. But we'll see. We'll see how it
Go
goes.
stomp on that floor.
We should
When is
dig it
this?
up.
So when is this supposed to
No,
release?
stomp on the floor. It's hollow underneath.
Well, we should.
When is this supposed to release?
No idea. I don't know anything about when it's released. I didn't see anything about a release
I
date.
didn't either. Okay, I was making sure I didn't miss something. There'll probably be like a surprise launch. It'll be like, and they might do it at E3. Be like, hey, it's launching.
What is?
Our next topic?
Yeah. I actually have something about board game.
I don't know, but I wanted to talk about board games. I guess
I
it
don't
was
know.
just more like
I
how-
just wanted to talk, just to bring up Minecraft Earth and just see okay, that could be a problem at some point.
Yeah, oh no, it definitely can be. We'll have to see how it kind of plays out.
God forbid kids running into a. They did it with Pokemon Go, but damn it.
This is gonna be really
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Because you saw
I
the
think
little
they should-
girl, because not
they should-
only is it limited to outside, but it's also inside. She was sitting at a table playing Minecraft.
So I think they should definitely make it to where you can't do it on like where you can't build stuff in the streets because that's just gonna.
Oh,
be
how are they going to do that?
Hmm?
How are they going to do that?
with maps.
Well, yeah,
We'll
with
hope.
Google Maps, they could put barriers up.
I
Where you have
don't
to
think
stick.
Microsoft will use Google. They'll probably use their own Azure system.
Oh, you're right.
I'm sure there's a program they could do to like identify.
Either way,
roads.
there's still.
Yeah, they'll find something.
They'll find something. I don't think
Yeah.
you should be allowed to build in the roads though, because that is gonna cause problems.
God forbid you're looking at your phone while driving.
Oh,
all of a sudden there's
God.
a wall in front of you. Ah! Anyway,
Well,
like a-
one, you
a
shouldn't be
Mr.
driving with
Mime.
your phone anyway, but
Well,
we're
when
not even going to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
when everyone has a Tesla, they'll be driving on their own.
And running off of ditches when the Tesla can't read the road anymore.
because people won't know how to drive. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. We'll talk about that next time.
Board games. I got one.
All right.
Talisman and GameWorks Factory, I think,
Mhm.
are coming out with the Kingdom Hearts board game this year.
We talked about that one time, I think.
Yeah, but I haven't found anything new on it.
Oh,
But I found a
that's sad.
pre-order for it.
Oh,
And
we should
that's
pre-order
going to-
it.
$70.
Pre-order it.
Multiplayer.
Board game.
I think it's like up to 12 people.
So
That's what I was wondering. How many people?
No, it's a full-fledged think D&D style board game.
Okay.
we should totally buy it. Let's buy it. I'm gonna buy it. No. So this
I don't
conversation.
know the pre-orders are legit. That's the
Oh.
problem.
So this conversation was supposed to kind of lead into how some games are starting to go back to couch co-op.
What does that have to do with board games?
It was just
It's
like
the same thing.
a lot of people were
No,
getting.
it's not.
Well, it's not the same thing, but it's bringing people together in the same space.
This is table
Okay.
op.
My thought was that they're going back to.
People are getting more into board games, tabletop games.
Yeah, but
like
playing with people that are in the same room.
Room.
With you.
Yeah.
That was my thought process of co-op.
I honestly
if
wish
you're in the same room,
because
you're working together.
Nintendo
or...
Switch is bringing Catan, aren't they?
Yes.
So yeah, so that's kind of a thing. I'm pretty sure that'll be local.
Yeah.
A local multiplayer thing.
Yeah, no duh.
So that kind of ties into the board games, like a tabletop board game. I do
That's a stretch.
I do wish that they would make more games like that because it does feel like for a while there they had it to where a lot of games were multiplayer, but they all
and
require
they're mostly shooters, and that's
Nintendo-
that's
never
they
did.
all require them to be online. Now I
Yeah.
know Nintendo never
And-
did really, but
and my thought on this is I like the resurgence of the board games and these co-op games because they're not just shooters and they're more creative and get you to think in a different space instead of I have to get to this objective and shoot this and that. The
Yeah.
multiplayer game.
I'm
So
getting
I
really,
like this
honestly,
idea.
I'm getting really bored of shooters.
Yes, yeah.
They're not fun
What
anymore.
have you been? What shooters have you been playing other than
The only thing I
Overwatch?
play is that's about it because they hold no interest to me. That's why I don't play them.
Yeah.
I played Apex for a little while and I hated it.
I'll play Borderlands 3.
I don't know. I'm
probably.
not even interested in Borderlands.
I like
honestly.
loot-based games. They're fun. Except Destiny. I don't know why I never got into that.
Because Destiny was a crap game. That's why.
Says the woman who bought the second expansion and played it.
No, I didn't. I
Or
bought
is
the
it
first expansion and then I never played. I played it a little
You
bit.
played
and then
that game for a long time.
No, I didn't.
It's the Mandela effect.
You can go look at my hours. I didn't play it that long.
You did in some verse. You did.
In some verse.
Yeah, like it's somewhere
Co-
at some time. You did.
Comparatively,
You
especially.
played it more than anyone I know.
That's not. I mean, okay.
You know, like 3 people.
I mean, even in our gaming community, she
I-
played it more than most of them.
I'm
No, I don't. There's a lot more of them that play it way more than I do. I'll go look at my hours if you want, but especially comparatively to how often I usually play games, like I hardly touch that game. I didn't like it.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at it comparatively.
Well, we did play. I played it a lot whenever you and me played together, and then after that,
I played for like a day.
no, you didn't. We played it for like a month, and then we stopped. And then I played it for a little longer after that, and I got bored of it.
I didn't break like level 10.
Yeah, you did.
No, I don't think I did.
You did. We got pretty far.
No, I didn't.
Yes, we did.
You played with other people.
No.
We'll pull my save up when we get out of here.
No, because I have to go to work.
You're a liar.
I have to go to work.
Well, I'll pull my save up and send you a message saying you're a liar.
You're a liar. I don't even know if I have that game anymore.
You're a lawyer. And you're a lawyer. You're both lawyers.
Lawyers. I don't know.
Using synonyms there?
Yeah.
So, did you have other gaming news? So, I mean, like I said, we were just kind of about
me. Throw it on me. Did you have other gaming news?
Yeah, you're the one looking it all up.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got about 10 more minutes.
I'll have to say, nothing beats Sorry.
I mean, you're the one that killed our Riot discussion.
Or
yeah,
Blue.
So we had other things to talk about.
Now we're out of room.
And we were getting to the point to where we were just rehashing everything we'd already said with the Riot
Sorry
thing.
or Clue?
Yeah.
What about them?
Like, nothing beats those games. Like, I'd rather...
Oh, it's crap.
Like with...
Dang.
Monopoly.
But with family over...
Monopoly is a friendship killer.
Like, I have many good memories with family just playing board games. And
we never played board games.
Give it a try.
Mystery Mansion
because
was fun.
Board games give you a reason to yell at your family.
We all played video games. We didn't.
Every time I yell at somebody, I get in trouble, so I don't try not to do that.
No, but you have a reason, so it's okay.
Well, what's the reason?
Because you're getting mad because they're beating you or they're being assholes.
So I can yell when they're beating me and getting assholes, but when they lose or break my stuff, it's inappropriate to yell?
Yeah.
That's crap. No.
Yeah.
What? So they lose and they break his stuff and you can't get mad?
No, you're allowed. Wait.
What I'm saying is people get mad at me when I get pissed when they break my stuff. You're overreacting.
I don't know.
I was like, you gonna buy me a replacement? No. What the? Get the fuck out.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, we never played board games when I was little.
We did. I like the Play-Doh based ones.
The only thing that we would play, so
Escape.
the only board games, that we played was like, we had the Great Grape Escape, which I just like smashing the
Splat
grapes.
the bug.
Mm-hmm.
Ours was the grape one.
Mousetrap.
We had it, but we never played it really. We played Pogs.
Yeah.
We played Pogs, and we played
What's that game?
Magic. Me and my brother played Magic when I was little.
In the tray before it pops.
Perfection?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a board game, but okay.
Well, it's same.
It's in the same vein of family
I didn't like Perfection because it made me anxious.
Pokemon
So when you get them all in, I knew it was gonna pop, and I just get more anxious. So I'd
Pokemon Master Trainer.
Never played it either.
Yeah, you're a loser.
I know. I just told you my family didn't play board games. We all played video games. Everybody played video games.
I played video games too and board games.
But we didn't.
Uno.
We didn't really own that many board
Phase
games.
10.
Oh, game never ends.
What?
Phase 10.
It's a fun game.
I know it is, but it's like...
Nobody will play it. I have it.
I'll play it. I like 7 cards with 1 color. That's
Everybody gets upset.
Because it's frustrating.
It is not.
It can be frustrating.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, you're so close to laying your hand down, and so I'm out. Like,
yeah. You son of a...
Yeah.
I get that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Like I said, yeah, we just never did that.
Yeah.
I was just allowed to play
Losers.
like Diablo and Grand Theft Auto when those were.
I don't know.
No, you
I
weren't.
just think that those
Dad
type
let
of
me.
games...
Yeah, when he watched.
No, he'd let me play it for a while on my own.
I just think there's healthier competition when you're playing local games than you are playing online. And that's why I think...
Healthier competition in what way? People don't quit because they're losing?
Well, what I mean is, it's like, you actually have to be aware of what you're saying to people. Because when you're playing online, you can say whatever you want just because you're trolling people. Which you can kind of do that when you're playing in the same room with somebody, but you're going to watch what you're saying a little bit more.
See, I never pulled that kind of crap.
Some people.
I never said anything I wouldn't say in real life, which is probably why I try not to get mad.
Like,
I try and fail, but
like, yeah, you actually got to think when you're shit talking to somebody, when you're face to face with them playing a game is different than when you're playing online.
Maybe.
For some people, it is.
Yeah,
Some people, though, they get.
I don't
They're
know.
much more bold online. Sorry, excuse me. They're
That's-
much more bold with their words online.
Yeah.
It's that security blanket of being anonymous at that
Yeah.
point, of only having an online alias and not having to look somebody in the face that you can say those kind of things. It's like those people that
Anonymity breeds hostility.
yeah, it's like those
Yeah.
people on Facebook. Just because you're face to face, you're not face to face with somebody. They say some crude stuff to each other.
Yeah.
Some crude stuff that they would absolutely not say to their faces.
I
Some
wonder
of
with
them, some of them might, but on a general level, most of those things people would not say to somebody else
Yeah.
face to face, because you'd get the crap punched out of you. I'm sorry, you'd get
I don't think
backhanded.
it's an appropriate response, but yeah, you.
Oh, depending on I've seen some pretty crude comments on there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't agree that. I can agree that somebody would get angry enough to hit you, but I can't agree that there's necessarily a justification to hit somebody.
I do feel like social
There are
media.
there are a few situations where you're actually justified to hit somebody.
Social media has
If you
definitely brought out the worst
continuously
in
have to
people.
ask someone to stop and they won't, you have every right to punch them in the fucking mouth.
I don't know about that. I don't necessarily agree.
I don't know. Like I said,
Particularly if you can remove yourself from this.
If you can't, like in a classroom, like with bullying and that shit, I've dealt with that, and the only way to deal with them sometimes is
my mom told me as long as I never threw the first punch. Like,
exactly.
Nope. Nope. Never did.
that was my mom's rule. She's like, if some kid's being mean to you, as long as you don't throw the first punch, she's like, sock them back. I was like, okay.
Sometimes there's no other way, dude. Like you can say stop as many times as you want, and they won't stop sometimes. So what are you gonna do? You can't just
Comes
take
to,
it.
I don't know. That's a whole other conversation that we're not gonna have time for.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I definitely do think that social media has brought out the worst in people.
Yeah. So I think
Like 100%.
So I
Like
think
people are
with
much more rude
the
to each
resurgence
other.
of this, it's bringing everyone closer together and kind of alleviating some of that crap.
Maybe. I'm curious.
I don't know. But
All right.
we got 2 more
It's
minutes.
about that time.
Oh, fortunately.
So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it because we've completely missed that topic.
What topic?
Board games.
No, we didn't.
We went off on an entirely different tangent about people's behaviors. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying that means we didn't have much to say about board games beyond that initial discussion. So we'll go ahead and close it for now. Pick it up again next Saturday. We'll be here again on Monday. Looking forward to getting some stuff. Hopefully we'll have something interesting for you guys to watch, but it'll be a game day again.
Oh, yeah. Well, if people want to either leave a comment on
What we should play.
on what we should play, we have a couple different games that we bought that are couch co-op. That was kind of what we're going on to, the couch
In the
co-op.
suggestion box down below.
Yeah, in the suggestion box down below. We bought Overcooked 2, which I think will be a really funny. It requires us to actually talk to each other and
Yes,
work together.
No.
Yep, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be hilarious. We also bought Death Road to Canada, which I've played a little bit solo. That one's pretty funny.
Played a little bit my ass. You played like 8 hours of it.
I didn't play that much.
You played a lot of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
considering
games
how
are
She's
short.
beat it already.
Those games are short.
It took you 3 hours to beat it.
It is not.
And by a standard game, that's short, but that
I have
she
to-
already knows the whole game, so it's gonna be no fun. For
I
us.
don't.
how long
It changes all the time.
How long? Could
There's tons of
Oregon
events
Trail
I haven't
last?
done.
What?
How long would Oregon Trail last? I've never seen the end of it.
I've never played it.
Like an hour or two.
I didn't
Oh,
play it.
Okay,
I was
well,
uninterested.
well, if it's supposed to be,
But see, that's how it plays like Oregon Trail. So like all the
Does
events
it?
are random. Yeah, kind of. So all the events are
I'm
random.
being
All the maps.
facetious.
All the maps
are the
are.
objectives the same? Get to A to B with everybody
fun.
living.
Yeah. So like that part,
Mm.
like I can at least tell us like, hey, like this is a general consensus of how we play.
Yeah, so it's at least twice as long as the Oregon Trail. So it seems
I mean,
comparable.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't know. I don't know.
The
We'll try
the
it, we'll
multiplayer
see.
part comes from beating up zombies and
I
exploring.
got a
like
better
the...
game though.
And then no, we're gonna play Overcooked 2. Definitely.
I got a better game where it's a tower defense.
Oh yeah, I bought that too.
I don't know why you did, but it's tower defense. and it's your job as a team to load the cannons and keep everything going. So you got to make ammo, build the cannonballs, load the cannons, fire the cannons, and you've got to defend your castle while you're maintaining all this stuff.
But I'm tired. Wasn't taking that. Pins and fires and missiles.
It's that. Anyway, so we got a lot of things that we're looking into for the pipeline, and then we eventually
pipeline.
have our original what?
The pipeline? You said pipeline.
Coming down the pipeline.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a turn of phrase.
Okay.
Yeah. I have an original Xbox Series coming, and we'd like to get an X-Link Kai set up for our group where you guys can actually play old Xbox games with us, like Mech Assault 2, and anybody who at this table doesn't want to participate can just critique us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
And then we've considered doing Master Chief Collection too.
We're also gonna actually probably start doing an actual couch co-op where we're all sitting on a couch.
I have a
for real couch.
I have a microphone solution coming in for upstairs where we can actually play on the other consoles.
And we'll have 2 guests to join us.
Maybe
2 kittens.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, technically, they're the hidden hosts.
The hidden hosts.
Though
one of them likes to sing at the
Rango
door.
stopped singing.
He did. He got used to us coming down. He was so sad that first week or two. He just sit at the door and cry. It was so cute. Now he doesn't do it anymore.
But yeah, we thank you for joining us this Saturday morning and taking any time out of your day to do that. We do appreciate it because it's your time. You can't get it back. Thanks for that.
Thanks for giving us that time you'll never get back.
Right. so go out, have a good day. As I said earlier, be the best you, even if I don't like it. Do what you want. Don't care. I'm tired. You guys have anything to add?
Nope. I think you pretty much got it. Have a good one.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining. Oh, buttons.
Buttons.
Oh, do they not work anymore?
Are we still on?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
Oh. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.